Why did you do such a dangerous thing? You might have never opened your eyes again. I just woke up and he's already nagging at me. I could ask you the same thing. Why did you do that? You recklessly threw yourself into the mana explosion to save me. I wanted to save you. There was no other way than that. But, had I known I would wake up under the influence of a curse and with no memories, I would have rather chosen death. I don't know what lingering attachment I had, but I hung on to life and I made you miserable. What do you do? I'm aware of the whole situation. If you had abandoned me, you could have dealt with everything with the help of that magician. So why did you put up with all that? I abandoned you twice. What kind of person am I? And you had to hear insults from the likes of them. Hold on, Dad. Diana got angry at me for saying this kind of stuff. Mom did? Yes. And for many other things aside from that. How much did she scold him? What did Mom say? She said that we should talk about everything we've been thinking to ourselves. I got this feeling while peeking at Dad's memories. Dad thinks he doesn't deserve to be loved. Was this what Mom wanted to tell me about? I was really hurt, Dad. I was sad when you pushed me away. And I was sad when you humiliated me. You'd be right to resent me. I'll grant you whatever you want. I shall punish every single one of those who harmed. I don't want to hear that. Isn't there something else you need to say to me? I'm sorry. And he's a clumsy person who doesn't even know how to ask for forgiveness due to fear of rejection. I shouldn't have treated you that way. Please forgive me. I hate you, Dad. You were so mean to me. I'm sorry. You even tried to kill me. I'm sorry, Athanasia. I'm sorry, don't cry. Dad is just like me. We were so afraid of being rejected that we built up walls and waited for others to approach us first. Princess. I'm so glad you made it back safely. Thanks, Felix. You're not going to cry this time? I burst into tears as soon as I saw His Majesty awake. And now he won't stop teasing me. Why are you teasing him for something like that? How's the situation, Felix? As per your command, I've been keeping quiet about news that you've returned from your break. The nobles are currently demanding you to prove your innocence against accusations of using black magic. Of course they are. Dad, is the curse? It's fine now. There's no need for me to play along with them. I'll handle this, so you stay put and get some rest. How are you going to handle it? There's no need to concern yourself. Now that you've woken up, I'll be going. I'll take care of everything myself, so it might get a bit noisy. Wait. It's obvious, he's planning to slaughter everyone, isn't he? Dad, I came up with a great idea. Lucas is actually the great magician of the tower. Okay, you're not surprised? I had a hunch. Not just anyone would have the sacred tree. I never tried to hide it, I was just too lazy to tell them. Dad, now that your curse has been lifted, Lucas doesn't need to look after you anymore. In other words, he can make an official appearance. If Lucas reveals his identity and proves your innocence in public, the nobles won't be able to say anything. Seems like no one is up for taking the peaceful route. Even Felix? Although this method would reduce political turmoil to the greatest extent. I still think that the former emperor and the others who have disrespected you should be punished. A lot happened while Dad was absent from work. I was also angered by the nobles who feared Felix more than they feared me. I'll leave that to you then, Dad. Now then, Lucas, I'll leave the rest up to you. I heard that the magician of the tower doesn't usually intervene in the affairs of the imperial family, so may I ask why you're helping us? First of all, someone I know is involved in this matter. And also, I have a duty to protect Obelia when its existence is in jeopardy. I believe these two reasons alone are sufficient for me to help you. Are you saying Obelia might be destroyed? Could it be? All of Obelia in flames, and the world that held everyone I loved destroyed. It would be the end of this world that I used to think only existed in a book. We can't allow that to happen. Then, shall we go settle these debts? Who is it? It's Aeschyl Alpheus. I have just come to request that the Duke be allowed to take a break at his vacation home, as his health has been poor recently. Did he say that himself? No, however, I do feel that he needs to rest. There were no reports that he had met with anyone lately. I heard he's pretty smart. Is he planning to separate us? I'm well aware that the Duke is assisting you, but his health has deteriorated so much recently that it has affected his daily life, therefore. An investigation into Emperor Claude's use of black magic will soon be carried out. I will grant him plenty of vacation time after that. Now leave. My apologies. But there's one other thing I would like to ask you. The investigation you mentioned, how will it be carried out? Emperor Claude's blood will be dripped onto the magic circle. How annoying, if there's any trace of black magic, the magic circle will respond. What are you holding? A magical artifact? Like father, like son, you both pulled the same stunts. He's dumber than I thought. To think that you intended to murder a member of the royal family inside the palace. You're bold, I'll give you that. Should I brainwash him before things get more troublesome? This mana is? You brat. It'll automatically activate if he makes contact with you. Thank you? We should be the ones thanking of you. This could be dangerous for you. But if either of us approaches him, he would definitely notice. No, on the contrary, I'm happy that there's something I can do to help. Aegil doesn't look well. As expected, Duke Alpheus was brainwashed. To the point that you could see life draining from his eyes each day. I think the fact that his father and his family are being used by the former emperor enrages him. So he's ever willing to help us hinder the former emperor's plans. With his father and Jeanette being held as hostages, he must have felt helpless. What is that? Carrying a toy like that won't help you at all. I'll only blow you cover. I'm bringing it for that very purpose. That way, he'll underestimate me and let his guard down. As expected of Aegil. Cut it out, you jerk. No, I've been able to hold on because you put your faith in me. It's only natural for me to repay you. And I'll say this again. I'm glad you came back safely. Why you? You can't catch me with something like this. Yes, that's it. You should put up a fight, especially after stealing my mana. But there's an opening in your barrier. You're quiet. It doesn't hurt? The princess asked me to bring you back mostly unharmed, so I tried my best. Why is Lucas here? Don't tell me Claude's awake? Hey, let me ask you something first. You know who I am, don't you? You'd stoop so low as to use the body of your own descendant like some evil spirit? Descendant? I don't know what you're talking about. Or why the royal magician suddenly showed up here. You dare to harm a member of the imperial family. Cut the crap and get up already. What? You said I harmed you? You seem fine to me. Now that I've got what I wanted, let's go. What is this all of a sudden? Due to an urgent matter, the princess sent this scroll bearing the imperial seal. Something like this. Why am I being summoned to the imperial palace? Did something happen to the princess? I see that you're here as well. I just got here too. What's all this about? Where is the princess? She's speaking with the royal magician. But not just anyone could have subdued someone in such an absurd ambush without using violence. The only reason it worked was because it was me. Right, thanks. Well done. Why is the former emperor here as well? Looks like everyone has gathered. I'd like to thank all of you for taking time out of your busy schedules on such short notice. The reason I've summoned you here is to address the accusations regarding Emperor Claude de Alger Obelia's alleged use of black magic. My uncle made some unpleasant insinuations at the previous meeting. And so I have gathered my uncle and all of you here to directly address those allegations. I don't believe you. You're just trying to gloss over the suspicion by suddenly summoning us here, aren't you? Correct. Besides, who knows if you manipulate the results? Oh my. You'd better watch your mouth. If you yell or make a scene in my tower, the stagnant mana could go wild. His tower? Anyway, any lies detected inside the tower will result in the culprit's limbs being torn off, so you can trust that the truth will be revealed. If they're smart enough, they'll know the significance of the fact that I called it my tower and used magic here. It can't be the magician of the tower who secluded himself centuries ago. Does this mean that the magician of the tower is on the princess's side? Carix is not responding. Did he hide from Lucas? Whatever action I take, Lucas will get in the way. It won't do me any good to make an objection. Since my uncle is here with us, we shall now begin the verification test. The fact that Claude's daughter is acting as the Emperor's proxy with a smile on her face, and Lucas is wandering around freely, must mean that Claude has regained consciousness. If Claude had died, she would have gone through the succession process instead of acting as the Emperor's proxy. It was upsetting to have to ask for a blood sample from His Majesty, who still currently needs stability. Therefore, I hope there aren't any more false accusations in the future. There doesn't seem to be any issue. Stability? With this, it is beyond question that my uncle has falsely accused my father and me. Are there any objections? As if anyone is foolish enough to speak out in this situation. Defamation of the Emperor is a serious offense, even if you are a member of the imperial family yourself. You will be held accountable for this. You fool can't do anything but lock me up anyway. There's another offense to which you must answer, uncle. Your use of black magic. Even if they find traces of black magic, it'll be the same. I've already won the nobles over, so I'll take a step back and wait for a chance. The magic has turned black. It's black magic. It appears no further explanation is needed. This is really severe. I hereby declare that from this moment on, Athanasia de Alger Obelia will be treated as a criminal and all his advocates will be considered followers of black magic. The accused will be placed in mana shackles and locked in the dungeon. I see. He isn't resisting at all? I had Lucas watching him in case he decided to fight back. But is he really going to go down without a fight? Could it be that he's afraid of Lucas? We'll wrap up the verification test here. Once again, thank you all for taking the time to attend. I've also prepared their transportation scrolls to help you get back home. The situation has been turned on its head. Those who openly supported the former emperor will be in trouble. Well, since the princess is not as cruel as Emperor Claude, she might spare their lives if they kneel and beg for mercy. I think I'd use such a valuable item twice in a day. Anyway, I should quickly inform the vassals and the rest of high society about this. We couldn't even greet each other properly, but I shall take my leave now. Me too. Then I will be leaving as well. I'm finally done with the most pressing issue. The nobles will return home and spread the details of this meeting to others. All that's left now is... Any last words before we put you behind bars, uncle? Well, who knows? You don't want to talk. Well, it's not like there's something we could even talk about. I hope you find it comfortable in prison. Alright, then I won't give a crap about you either. Lucas. Detain him once you finish your business with him. Business? Didn't you say you had some beef with Athanasia? Or did you already handle that on the way here? Forget it, I have no business with that thing. Hey, you're merciless. He keeps ignoring him. Let's go, I don't want to be here any longer. I'm no use to you anymore, is that it? Dad, I locked my uncle up. The rumors that spread throughout the empire will also die down soon. Alright, well done. I thought you would go straight to him and kill him without delay. Didn't you tell me to stay put? And it also feels like you're baiting me. You know, I can take care of the scum anytime. And whenever I think about what he's done to you, I want to tear him apart. But I'm trying to respect the way you do things this time. What do you mean? You took care of the state affairs better than I expected. I learned by watching you. Good job. I'm your daughter after all. So of course I should. I think you do a much better job than I do. You're adaptable and you have a good political sensibility. Not to mention you handled this issue well. You've worked very hard. I tried really hard. But I think some corrections are needed on these documents. The following day. The word spreads fast. Seems like the news about the former emperor being imprisoned spread throughout the empire within a day. Those who had guilty consciences began to send gifts in order to win my favor. The enclosed letters were filled with two types of excuses. We used to be such good friends, remember? I've always been on your side, and you know that, right? I never had any doubts about His Majesty. You still remember my daughter, right? She was invited to your tea party. That, or they were full of accusations, again with Alpheus. This is quite a problem. There are endless accusations against Roger Alpheus for taking the lead in the former emperor's movement. Once they've pointed fingers at the main perpetrator, it's easier for them to play innocent. They want to shift the blame to house Alpheus and wrap things up quickly. Then, after the Duke's family collapses, I'm sure they will try to take over his position. That's why I've been flooded with bribes. They're already weighing the pros and cons. Scary people. Usually, families who betray their monarch deserve to be annihilated, but I know the inside story. And why should we just kill people because they're accused of treason? Aegil was on outside too. I heard Mr. White has been feeling unwell due to the brainwashing. I'll make it seem like I'm summoning Aegil to the palace to punish him, and then discuss it with him. If I bring Mr. White to Lucas, he might be able to come up with a solution. Princess Jeanette. I couldn't see her behind all the gifts. You called me? It's going to be hard to talk here, so let's take this conversation to my room. You may already know from the rumors, but my uncle is currently in the dungeons. Did he really use black magic? May I see my father by any chance? What? That's far too dangerous. You said that my father was possessed by someone called Eternitas. That could be the reason why all this happened. My uncle is Jeanette's father. She can't just turn a blind eye. It looks like I have no choice. For some reason, I become weak when it comes to Jeanette. Alright then. Jeanette, your ribbon is crooked, I couldn't see it. Did you tie it yourself? No, a lady-in-waiting tied it for me. Jeanette, what's up with your hair? Maybe the person who combed my hair was very busy. There's no way the ladies-in-waiting serving the imperial family would. Could it be? Are you being bullied? I see, maybe I was no wonder? Jeanette is the one being degraded this time. No wonder. You're pretty tough after all. Or maybe the ladies-in-waiting who favor me were behind this. How dare she endanger our princess position? Why didn't I think of that? Let's go, Jeanette. Right now, Jeanette's position in this palace is extremely uncertain. Not only did she suddenly show up as the former emperor's daughter, but it's also been revealed that her father is a criminal. It's impossible for people not to suspect Jeanette as well. This is the very reason why I hesitated to accuse the former emperor. For now, I need to show everyone that we're on good terms. That way, nobody will walk all over Jeanette again. And although the chances are slim, it is possible that all of this was because of Eternitas. If that's the case, I'll need to take some sort of action. We're here to see the prisoner. Yes, Your Highness. I'll escort you in. Princess, the prisoner is. What happened here? Hey. You're thinking of me as a healer and not a magician, aren't you? But it's not like we can just leave him to die. Jeanette wouldn't stop crying. And Mr. White is sick too. We didn't do this to my uncle though, so why did things suddenly end up like this? Maybe it's finally time for him to kick the bucket. He actually should have died back when he was fatally wounded by your dad. I intentionally specified that Dad hadn't recovered, but it looks my plan to bait him was for nothing. It was upsetting to ask for a blood sample for His Majesty who is still recovering. Therefore I hope there aren't any more false rumors in the future. I thought that if he seized the chance to harm Dad again it would clear all the noble's suspicions. That's right, at the very least that guy won't be able to do anything. If it weren't for me he would have been dead by now. How is Mr. White doing? He's frail, but his life isn't in danger. Although there might be some lingering effects. Uncle. Jeanette, hurry up and get out of this room. It's too dangerous to stay close to that man. I'll watch your back, so go ahead first. Uncle, please calm down. Hey you. What do you think you're doing? Jeanette. Did you not hear me? I said get away from. These crazy fools are making a scene as soon as they wake up. What's wrong with them? Uncle. Father. It was inconsiderate of me. I shouldn't have put them in the same room. You must have been scared. I'm okay. Why did Duke Alpheus act like that? Well, it seems like my uncle did something horrible to the Duke. Something horrible. My uncle used magic to force the duck to do everything he told him to do. What? I think the Duke was worried that he would harm you too. Does Aegil know about this? Yes. Let's change the subject to something a little lighter. Duke Alpheus seems to cherish you a lot. He desperately tried to protect you. He did. I couldn't make out what he said because his voice was hoarse. I couldn't hear the Duke well either, but he tried to protect you from my uncle. I got the impression that Duke Alpheus really treasures you. Especially seeing how he wrapped his arms around you to shield you even though he's ill. You think so? Of course. Really? She really doesn't sound confident. Of course, otherwise the Duke wouldn't have protected you that desperately. Isn't that right? Well, ever since I entered the palace, I've been feeling like I was really ignorant this whole time. I didn't even know why I was being raised at Alpheus Manor. But I was fine because you were here with me, Princess. This made me realize something again. Jeanette was easily swayed because she was totally cut off from all information. She had a lot on mind, she just didn't say it. And she's still young. I'm sorry, should we talk about something else? Try talking it over with the Duke. No, that's okay, it's not that I think he's a bad person or anything. On the contrary, he took good care of me despite us being unrelated. It's just that I've come to understand the situation. There are things you can't understand if you're only looking at the big picture. You have to ask him. I know what I just saw. Mr. White threw himself in harm's way to protect Jeanette. He didn't look like someone who would keep Jeanette close for political aims. It's very unfortunate that she thinks Mr. White only protected her for his own goals. Your Highness, Duke Alpheus is looking for Miss Margarita. He's awake. Perfect timing. Go ahead. Wait. It's really all right. Jeanette, where are you? Jeanette. Sir, please calm down. Are you all right? Uncle. Why are you crying? Did something happen to you? I'm glad this worked out. The thought that the very person who raised her only wanted to exploit her must have made her anxious. It seems to me that the reason Mr. White kept Jeanette out of Dad's sight was because he wanted to raise her safely. That's Hai Son's way of showing affection toward Jeanette. But why did the former emperor act like that? It was as if he was a completely different person. Jeanette also said that he would sometimes act differently. Then which one is real? The princess is very busy at the moment, please leave. I will wait a little bit longer. He's hanging around even though he hasn't been granted an audience. He must be nervous. I heard he talked back to the princess during the meeting. I can see why he's still waiting then. I heard House Alpheus was also summoned to be punished. That one isn't even the head of his house, he'll probably be exiled from the family. What a disgrace those who had such high opinions of themselves have fallen. Everyone is mocking you. Teach them a lesson. You dare to keep me out. That wench, she'll pay for this. It seems like the princess isn't willing to meet anyone today. The sun is setting, we should get going now. That was quite an amusing sight. I didn't expect that the young lord of all people would be lingering so shamelessly at the princess's palace. He'll hear you. It's fine, he already went somewhere else. Somewhere else. He was muttering something under his breath as he walked away. Maybe he went to take a stroll because he was bored of waiting. That's an exception, so do as I've taught you before. Dad. The vassals are starting to wonder when you're going to resume work. I'm not sure. You're not sure? Was Dad always this laid back? We're done. Now get some rest. He really seems like he's on vacation. He promised he'd help me, but in the end he entrusted the matter of my uncle and the nobles to me. Could it be? Dad, are you still feeling sick? No, I'm not. But I do seem to be a bit out of touch. Since I let that thing approach us. That was close. I'm lucky that I managed to find a body that is on the same wavelength as me. But the amount of mana in this body is dreadful. Why do I have to be in such a sorry state? Let's kill every single one of them. I'll take this opportunity to rip the Emperor apart while he's still feeble. If Lucas gets in the way, I'll throw away this body. And then the princess will collapse from shock. I'll kill them all. What business has brought the young lord of House Leopold here? What the how did he get in here? I'm pretty sure Lucas used magic to keep everyone out of here. Don't. What? Don't look down on me. What? You were sitting there laughing at me, weren't you? What is this nonsense? So cowardly of you to whisper behind my back. You always mock me. What? Don't laugh. I told you to stop mocking me. What the heck, what's wrong with this guy? I never. You think you're all that just because you're a royal. All you do is talk back. One slap across your face and you'd be shaking with fear. What? You. Stay back. You've got a nasty mouth on you. No, I'll take care of this. It hasn't been long since Dad woke up, so if he used mana. I can't breathe. I thought he hadn't recovered. I am extremely displeased right now. His mana feels like being crushed by a mountain. So bold of you to interrupt my vacation with my daughter. So he really was taking a break. Is this the same mouth you dared to insult my daughter with? Which hand did you intend to raise at my daughter? Is it this one? Or this one? I've already heard about you. I heard you ran your mouth in the meeting I wasn't able to attend. You can't even distinguish between what you should or shouldn't say or realize when you should be speaking or not. If that head of yours isn't capable of thinking properly, let me help you get rid of it right here and now. This is bad. As I thought, he really showed up. Lucas. I told you, didn't I? Why would we need a barrier when your dad's here? That's not important right now. Go stop him. Why? Seriously. Dad. You'll kill him at this rate. You don't need to see this, so stay back. No, why are you hitting him? You can just arrest and imprison him. You thought I wouldn't know. I know you would come, Eternathas. Lucas, he's not dead. No, he's fine, just as I suspected. Eternatas possessed him. What possessed him? Eternatas. What? After he left the former emperor's body, I know he'd show up again. He can switch bodies. I guess so. Why didn't you tell me beforehand? This could have been dangerous. I think the only one in danger was this guy. Eternatas. Capture him right away. He already ran away. You lost him. I let him escape on purpose. It would have been troublesome if House Leopold had gotten involved in this. And besides, it's pretty obvious where he'll go next. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.